I checked 50 Solana insider wallets for 30 days straight. I've watched every single pump, every single rug, and every insider wallet that got dumped on. And I'm about to show you exactly what separates the 100x runners from the ones that die in just 12 hours. Spoiler, less than 10% of these coins survive even the first 2 hours within its launch. Watch until the end, and I'm going to show you the 3 wallet patterns that predict if a meme coin is about to explode or if it's about to die. So before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe and comment what you want to see in the future. First things first, open GMGN and you're going to want to go to your insiders. Now, if you're new, I'm going to leave the link for this in the description of the video, but here's the trick. If you're brand new, you're not going to have any insiders. This is a list I manually created within the 30 days of research, and as you guys can see, the first guy on here made over $21 million in profit. And this is going to be from pump fund meme coins that they bought, other plays on DexScreener that have been out for months already, and everything that they've done in order to make hundreds of thousands or even millions like these other guys. The first things first, this guy made over $21 million, and a lot of you are probably wondering how he did this. Now, if you take a look at their wallet, they don't even trade anymore. They were trading 2 weeks ago and they stopped. But that's because of one secret. These insiders, after making a bunch of money, people find out about their wallets. So they will actually switch wallets to continue to make money on a different one so people can't track them. And some of the plays that he made money on, I was also able to make thousands of dollars on. One of his biggest plays being ARC-Coin. This guy invested only $400 into this token and he made over $600,000 profit. That is over a 100,000% gain. The craziest part about this is that he actually bought this token at a $36,000 market cap, as you guys can see, 300 days ago. And just a few days after, this coin took off and had over a $300 million market cap, and that's when he started to slowly sell his shares. This guy made over $600,000 off one play alone, and that's just the start of this video. Imagine seeing how much people lost or made near the end. So you need to watch so you guys can understand exactly how these influencers and traders make so much money. And on one of his most recent plays from 2 weeks ago, he was able to make over $53,000 simply by buying the dip of a meme coin and just selling after it doubled. As you guys can see here, he invested over $35,000 into this meme coin and made over $50,000 profit simply by buying at a major dip and then selling at a $70 million market cap. And that's just one of the wallets on my list. As you guys can see here, this other wallet lost over $700,000, which is an insane amount of money to lose. In the last 1 month alone, this wallet has lost over $47,000, and the craziest part is they're repeatedly making the same mistakes, and I'm going to break it down so you don't make it. Let's just take a look at this one token that they lost money on. As you guys can see, they bought on a dip, and it did spike up over 300% from when they initially bought the token. But here's the thing, this wallet never actually sold their money, which means they could have easily slowly started selling as the coin was going up, but instead they decided to sell at a loss. But if they would have continued to hold this coin, they actually would have made a 3x on this profit, making them over $4,500 if they just would have held. And they are seen making this mistake several times. They lost over $6,700 on this other token called Speed Token, which, yes, it is about the influencer, and they got completely rugged on. And another $6,000 loss here, just trying to make a quick profit investing thousands of dollars. This is not the strategy. If it is a new token and you're buying at a relatively low market cap, you can't just invest $7,000 to $10,000 immediately. You have to wait for the token to actually validate itself to see if something can actually go on with a token and if it can go higher. By investing such a large amount at such a low market cap, all of the early people who bought in are just going to use you as exit liquidity and sell immediately. Now, of course, most of the wallets I'm tracking are winners, and some, yes, are making millions of dollars. But one of the craziest wallets that I realized was FaZe Banks. This is his actual wallet, and in the last month, he's lost over $60,000. As you guys can see, this was one of his worst plays with MLG. I'm sure a lot of you know this token from being on Aiden's stream, and as you guys can see, he invested over $80,000. And as you guys can see, he invested over $170,000 into this token, thinking it was going to be the next $1 billion market cap coin, and he ended up losing over 50%. losing $83,000. And that just shows you even some of the best insiders and the people with the most connections still are able to lose money on these tokens. But here's what's really interesting. You guys have all heard of the insider trader Cupsy, who uses his copy traders as exit liquidity. Well, this is actually his old wallet. And the reason I had this is because around a few weeks ago, his actual wallet got drained and he lost over $500,000 simply by making a beginner mistake, and someone liquidated everything he had. But besides that, on this one wallet alone, he was able to make over $30 million in the span of just 1 year, with some of his biggest plays making him over $17,000 in 4 minutes. That's how much someone would make in 3 months at a job, and he did that in 4 minutes. Now, the thing is about these traders, they trade in literally seconds. This guy made $300 in 1 minute here, and then he made another $400 in another minute. These guys don't trade normal. They buy and sell within seconds. And if you're copy trading them, you're gonna lose money. That's why you need to find actual people who hold these tokens long term and hit a 10 or 20x every single time. Because by copying these guys, sure, they can make a lot of money, but just as easily they can lose. And if you're copy trading them and you get in after them, you're bound to lose money. Just take a look at this token. He made $800 in the span of 1 minute, while other people lost thousands of dollars because of this. This is actually one of my old wallets, and this is where I made over $300,000 trading on. And as you guys can see, one of my plays on this account made me $13,000 profit in just a few days of holding. Another token, 500 days a token. These are some really long-term plays that you guys could have easily made thousands of dollars on if you just would have held. And this is another insane trader who's made over $23 million within his trading lifetime. And as you guys can see, they're currently trading as of yesterday, and he made over $800 in 21 seconds off of this play. As you guys can see, holding duration 21 seconds, he invested $700 or $800 and he sold for over $1.8 thousand. Easy money for this guy. Another $8,000 profit in just 12 minutes of holding at a 200% gain. A lot of these traders are quick, and if you're not quick, be ready to lose your money, because as you guys can see, if we go to the monitor tab on GMGN and you just go to any token, for example, just as fast as it can go up, it can also crash even faster. So if you're not buying and selling these tokens like your life depends on it, you're instantly gonna lose money. And that's why you need to sell with a ladder strategy, slowly selling every time it goes up by another double or 3x. And remember, I trade live every single day when I post my entries and my exits, usually making thousands of dollars. And if you want to join me doing this, DM me on Telegram at CryptoShifterOfficial DIP. It is $3 to join, but on average, people make their money back within just the first 2 days of trading with me. Now, if you still want to make money and do less research, I do have a free Telegram where anybody can join, and we've made hundreds of thousands of dollars in there within just the last 1 month alone. So I'm going to leave the link to my free Telegram in the description of this video, and if you're ready to start hitting plays daily, just join. Now, we're nowhere near done, because as you guys can see, I still have several wallets making millions of dollars, and they all have the same similar strategy, except my validators. As you guys can see, this guy made over $4 million and he doesn't even trade anymore. These were the guys who I used to validate insider meme coins. Let's say a few guys bought that were big influencers. If I saw my validators buy them, I knew they would be a big hit. And here's exactly why. $400,000 profit on this play, $300,000 profit on this play, $300K on this play, and so on. They were profiting 6 figures on almost every single play. So if I saw 2 or 3 of my validators buy inside of one of these insider tokens, I knew that these were going to run and instantly hit millions of dollars in market cap. You need to keep in mind that some of these tokens went from a few $1 million in market cap to hundreds of millions within hours. That was the trading game that we used to be in. Now the strategy is a little bit different. That's why every single day inside of my free Telegram, I'm updating it and changing from what used to work to what is currently working. That way, no matter what the conditions in the market are, I will always be able to profit thousands of dollars. Now, looking at one of our more active traders, he's only up $1,000 this week alone. But if you guys go to the last few months, he's made over $300,000 with one of his biggest plays making him over $80,000. Now, this token right here was only good because Elon Musk was hinting about it and posting about his AI. And at the time of when this first came out, this hit a $28 million market cap pretty much instantly, and some of the top traders were able to make 6 figures on this coin in just a few seconds. And whenever a meme coin play like this comes out, several coals and insiders get in. As you guys can see, the number of KOLs that bought this token when it came out was 107. 107 crypto insiders bought that. Let me put that in perspective for you. If we go to the monitor tab right now, the most we're seeing is 16. 16 insiders bought this token, and as you guys can see, I traded this before the video and then I just sold because I thought it was going to go down. Sure enough, I was right. My trading strategies work. I showed the wins and I showed the losses, and with all the expertise I have, this is the one thing I want you to take away from this video. Never blindly go into a trade. Take an extra 60 seconds to do research, and that will save you thousands of dollars. And if you like this video, subscribe, and I'm going to be dropping another banger very soon.